Alright, this is part 2 of the Bible. A lot of people believe the Bible is just a bunch of stories. I'm going to tell you right now. For one, nobody didn't tell you have to follow God. God is not pulling your arm. God is not telling you go with Him. God is not forcing anybody to believe in Him. God's sitting here saying you have a mind of your own. I gave you freedom. I gave you choices. I gave you a free will to do whatever you desire to do. That's what God did. So you don't really have to believe in Him. But He always believed in you. Because a lot of people who left Christianity, run around, do whatever they want to do, they find out that the only person that will save their life is God and Jesus Christ. And that's why He always believed in us. And that's why He knows most of us will come back. And He knows some of us never will. Now, the Bible is not just storytelling. The reason why so many people, I believe the reason why so many people are so bashing on the Bible is because they hate the fact the Bible speaks about the truth about everything that is going on. Remind you, the Bible is an endless time of book, which it means it will never get old, because time after time again, what's going on in 1951 is still happening at 2018. Nothing doesn't change. The names have changed. The buildings have changed. Cars have changed. But people remain the same. You still got people who are lustful. You still got people who are greedy. You still got people who are envy, jealous, violence, sloth. You got all the 7 deadly sins still on this earth. The only thing that have changed is the year and the way how the earth has evolved, and that's about it. But people have always been the same. And the Bible talks about different types of people. People don't like to hear the truth because it scares them. I'd rather hear the truth so I can be aware what the hell is going on. And many people don't like the truth because the truth hurts or the truth scares them. But the truth should never scare you. It's just like the Bible says, the truth will set you free. And also, like Lovely T say, that the Bible will say the truth will divided people. And that's kind of sad, because you would think truth will make people united to understand what's going on, but it does in divided people. So the Bible tells the truth about everything that is going on. Everything. The young man that doesn't believe in God, he was also saying that, he was like, the war was man-made. The Bible didn't predict that. Yes, the Bible did predict there will be many wars. Many of them. And that's the reason why we're in the situation we are now. The point is, a lot of people don't want to believe in the Bible because the Bible tells the truth about everything that is going on this planet. It is happening now, and it happened back then, it's happening now. The only thing that nothing happened is the end times. Nobody don't know when the end of the world will come. It doesn't have a date. It doesn't have a time. It does not have a month. Nobody, not even the angels, not even alone Jesus Christ, don't even know when the end of days is coming except for God. But people are scared of the Bible because it tells the truth about everything that is happening and going on. That's why people bash the Bible so bad. And I don't understand. Like, if people hate the Bible, why would you bash somebody who loves God and loves the Bible? Let me tell you something. God never made us perfect. He never made us perfect. He never made us like invincible. Adam and Eve ate the knowledge tree, okay? Adam and Eve didn't know they were man or woman. They just knew they were two people. Let alone they didn't know they were naked. When they bite the knowledge tree, they started to have knowledge of their surroundings like we do. And they found out they were naked, and they found out a man and woman. God was upset because they did not obey him. Now, most people are like, why God put a knowledge tree there? God was trying to see if Adam and Eve will obey his orders. That's the reason why he did it. God gave us tests. I call them tests. Other people call them something else. But I call God give us a test. Anything that we do in this earth. We might fail. We might pass. We don't know. But we know one thing. We can fail when we accomplish something and didn't accomplish something, you know. But God gave us tests. And he was testing Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve failed. So Adam and Eve have to work. Eve had to experience pain of birth, while Adam had to experience the pain of labor and working hard, hunger. Adam and Eve were immortal. They never got old. They never was hungry or nothing like that. They were pretty much like goddesses until they bite that knowledge tree. So when they bought that knowledge tree, we started to get wiser, smarter, and everything. You know, it's like this. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. You don't believe in Jesus, that's fine. Nobody in this earth is trying to tell you you need to believe neither one of them. Because at the end of the day, you believe whatever you want to believe. But don't try to make people, like the man told the other guy, saying, oh, you're a target and you fall for their traps and you're being controlled. One thing for sure, God does not control his children. You see how many of his children doing bad things? God did not strike not one lightning because he knows it will catch up on us. Consequences always catch up. I don't care who you are on this planet, it will catch up and it will bite you in the ass. It's called karma. So, yeah, a lot of people get away with it, but karma will come and bite them in the ass. And then also, remind you, in the afterlife, they're not going to have a good time. So why people out here thinking they're big and bad and doing bad things? When they pass away, they're going to ask God for mercy on their soul, and it'll be too late. That's why I say we always thank God every single day, because he make us, give us a second chance when we wake up in the morning to do right, to speak our minds, to help a neighbor, help a friend, support somebody. We wake up in the morning because God give us another chance. The man who doesn't believe in God, he also asked the other guy a question. So he said, you know, they say homosexuality is a sin. What happened if the Bible say homosexuality is the righteous way? Would you be gay? And he say, yeah, because it's in the Bible. And he said that's why you be a perfect target, because you will do anything what the Bible tells you. Now, I strongly believe the Bible would never say that off the jump, because in my thinking, the reason why they say homosexuality is a sin is because the way how people were sex slaves and they had to do really bad, heinous acts on slaves, and that's why it's a sin. That's what my thinking. I'm reading the Bible right now as I'm going. I'm starting from the beginning to all the way to the end, and I'm gonna come across to that soon. But that's what I'm thinking, why they say homosexual is a sin. When he say that people are not following God's word, God did not make us perfect. He's got to understand that. And we're going to fall and stumble. Most of us do follow the rules of God. We follow his feet. We follow his word. We do everything. But God knows that we're not perfect beings. He knows we're going to stumble and fall. He knows we're going to fail. He knows we're going to, he knows we're not going to, do every saint thing. He knows we're going to lie. He knows we're going to do this and do that. God knows everything. He knows it before we even do anything. And that's the great thing about God. He already sees it. And then if we're asking forgiveness, he already forgive us before we even ask for forgiveness. But it's what is in our hearts that God really looks at. And how we treat our mother and father. Because it say honor our mother and father. So God give us the option to do whatever we want to do. God give us the options to be like that, to be like this. God is not straining anybody, okay? But that's why God let us be free. That's why God let us be who we are. Because if God was in control, then everybody believe in God. And if you did something bad, God would zap you. You know what I'm saying? But God is a loving God. He's a merciful God. And God let us do whatever we want. He set us free. And He gave us the free will to do whatever we want on this planet. And God did that because He want to see who will follow Him and who's not going to follow Him. And like I say, end of the day, God always loved you no matter what. And a lot of atheists got this good question. They're like, okay, if I don't believe in God, it's saying in the Bible I would burn in hell. Well, I'm not God. But I always believe that every man and woman will go to heaven and be judged by God. Will be judged by God. Because a lot of atheists were saying that if they're like, if I'm doing good things on this earth, but I don't believe in God, would I still go to heaven? I really couldn't answer that because I'm not God. But when you die and you come back to life, let me know. I like to know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make a part 3. And then this would be my last final thoughts.